What is going on, all of you beautiful people? It is Colossal Kiwi here, and I know what you're thinking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to abandon you, okay? Some shit came up, I had to disappear, it's what I do, okay? It's just what I do. I'm like a nerdy volatile. I'm lurking in the shadows, you don't think I'm around, but I am, and then all of a sudden I get a scent of some Dying Light related news, and BAM! I'm out of the shadows like, surprise, bitch, I'm back! But seriously though, I am sorry that I've been gone, and I will be uploading a separate video in the near future explaining my absence, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're here to talk about some Dying Light related news, the first piece of news that we have received about Dying Light in such a long time. Now, as I'm sure most of you will already be aware, E3 2017 has been taking place over the past few days. Techland was there, and apparently they released some juicy information regarding Dying Light and future Dying Light content, and well, let's just get into it. They essentially said that we can expect, get ready for it, 10 pieces of free DLC over the next 12 months for Dying Light. Just let that sink in. 10 pieces of DLC for Dying Light we can expect over the next year for free. Now, I haven't been able to actually find a video of Techland themselves saying this and officially announcing it, but there are a bunch of video game journalism websites that have come out with this information. That's where I'm getting this info from. I'll leave some links in the description if you want to read the articles yourself, but I'm assuming it's just the kind of information that they were releasing to the press, but it didn't actually get recorded. They haven't said anything on their Facebook page, their Twitter page, so I'm still waiting for it to be officially confirmed to the public by Techland themselves. But since there are so many video game journalism websites kind of publishing this information, I think it's safe to assume that this is correct and 100% verified information. I think if it was false, then Techland would have put an end to these rumors by now. They would have addressed it publicly. So I think we can give it the benefit of the doubt and assume that this is 100% confirmed, but there is still that little bit of doubt in my mind, so I guess we'll wait and see. But I bet you're wondering, what is the DLC? You said we're going to be getting 10 pieces of DLC, but what is that DLC? Because that's very vague, that could mean anything, and all we know so far is that some of this content will be additional story content, and some of it will include new enemies to fight, and apparently one of these DLC packs will be dropping very soon, and it seems that these journalism websites are pretty damn, convinced that this first pack that's dropping soon will in fact be the new enemy types. Now, what kind of new enemies can we expect? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, it could be some entirely new, unique type of zombie that we've never heard of, I've never seen before, or it could be something like, you know how in Dying Light the Following, they introduced freak fights, which were the really big versions of zombies that had a lot of health. It could be a variant of that. Also in the Following, they introduced different types of, one different type of volatile, which is the blue kind of one that can see through your camouflage and has more health. Maybe it'll be another sort of variation like that. Maybe it'll be a new human faction. Imagine if there was like a human gang that got introduced to the game, and they drove around in the buggies and shit. That would be cool, although I think it's a little bit far-fetched at this point. We really don't know what to expect in terms of new enemies, and also in terms of new story content. I know some of you guys might be thinking, holy shit, they're gonna do another The Following, a huge expansion pack, and really, I do not think that's gonna be the case. I'm pretty damn certain because, you know, that took so long to develop, and they're releasing 10 of these DLC bundles, so I think for story content, we're just gonna get little side quests. I hope it's not just like quarantine zones, you know, because they do say story, not just quests, but story content. So it's going to have some sort of narrative, which quarantine zones don't. But I'm sure we can just expect some sort of side quests. Maybe there'll be really cool side quests, but I don't think you should get your hopes up. Don't expect anything big, especially don't expect another The Following 2.0, because, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. And I wonder what kind of other content we can expect from these 10 packs. I'm sure it's not going to be 10 packs of just enemy types and just story content. Maybe we'll get some new skins or outfits. Maybe, just maybe, this might be a bit too far-fetched, maybe we'll get some new PvP modes, although once again, I think it's a bit unlikely, but a man can dream. Maybe we'll get some new weapons, maybe we'll get some new ranks to the legendary ranking system, or maybe we'll get an entirely new ranking system. Who knows what they're going to give us. Any content is welcome. I know I said I hope it's not quarantine zones, but really, any new content is, well, it's new content, and it's always welcome by me. I don't think it's necessary, but it is welcome. I mean, think about it. this game released in early 2015, and Techland has been supporting this game with content up until the end of 2016, and at this point, do we really need more content for Dying Light? I know the game is kind of dying out, and people aren't playing it as more, and they're losing interest, me included. I'm certainly burned out of it at this point, but I don't think we really need new content. But regardless, if this is true, which once again I'm assuming it is, I mean, we're getting it regardless, so that is great, but I hope this isn't going to detract from their efforts in developing a sequel for Dying Light, really. I don't want them to spend too much time on this, when they can spend time on Dying Light 2, because I think that's the bigger picture. We want a new game entirely, but new content is always fun, once again, and I'm in no position to tell them what they should be doing. And I know you might be thinking, well, that's it, that's all he wants to talk about in this video. There's the 10 DLC, that's pretty big news, 10 bundles over the next 12 months, and it's free to everyone. That's pretty big news, that's all he's going to talk about in this video, that's all we have for Dying Light news, but nope! Fuck out of here, says Techland, because they're bringing back Zombie Fest number 4. This is a community bounty that we have had 3 times in the past, and it's coming back for a 4th time this weekend from June 15th to June 18th. As of the time I'm recording this commentary, it is 12 hours away from starting, and I haven't seen a single thing about it on the Dying Light Facebook page, the Twitter page. I haven't seen Techland themselves mention this at all, so here's your official announcement, I guess, from Colossal Kiwi. Zombie Fest number 4 is starting. If you go to dyinglightgame.com/bounties, you will see the timer until it starts, and then once it has started, you will see the kill count and the progress. It's going to be humans versus night hunters. It says, the night hunt starts anew in Zombie Fest number 4. The night hunter is stronger than ever, and the survivors need to step up their team play to take on their arch enemy. Pick your side and join the fight this weekend playing Be the Zombie or enabling the Invasion mode. Play Be the Zombie mode or enable invasions this weekend to take part in the 4th global Be the Zombie event. The cumulative kills for both sides are tracked live to determine who the real predators are, survivors or hunters. Get a gold tier weapon for participation and enjoy a modified rank title reflecting the final result. Now, last time, at least one of the times that they did this, I remember the modified rank title that you got, it only lasted about 2 weeks, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same case here, but they don't actually mention that, so I'm not too sure. And also, you may have noticed that it says the Night Hunter is stronger than ever before. This is because there was a recent patch in the game where the Night Hunter basically got a huge buff. I know a bunch of people have been complaining that the Night Hunter is too weak in comparison to the Survivor, and I haven't done any PvP in a while, so I can't say whether or not that was actually the case, but I think with this recent patch where they buffed the Night Hunter, I think they may have taken it a bit too far. I think, sure, they're listening to the community response and stuff, and that's great that they're addressing, the community's wants and needs, but I think they may have overdone it a bit because they really, really gave the advantage to the Night Hunter now, so, yeah, if you're looking at playing the Night Hunter, now's a good time to get back into it if you're new to the game, you haven't done much of it, because you have quite the advantage as the Night Hunter now, and then with this event going on, I'm sure there are going to be plenty of people playing this weekend, so this weekend is the time to play as the Night Hunter or to get invaded. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. It feels so good to be back here doing this, recording commentaries, finding out new information about future content for Dying Light. Hopefully we'll get some information about Dying Light 2 in the near future. That would be so good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am kind of back, I guess. My upload schedule isn't really going to be consistent for the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to work to get it there eventually in the near future. And once again, I'm going to be uploading a separate video where I talk about why I've been gone and all that. But anyway, once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go out there, play as the Night Hunter this weekend, and look forward to those 10 DLC bundles. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.